Okay, a driver who, let's just think about this, guys. Just think. You've qualified for the pre-final on the front row, and at turn 1, you go off the circuit and you watch all the other 33 drivers go past you. You get onto the circuit, you try to get the best finish that you can. It really looks as if it's a lost cause. Well, he made it through to the final where he took the checkered flag in 4th place. The DQ works in his favour to elevate him to 3rd place. Making the podium is Oliver Askew. Sorry, Oliver was in 3rd place. Yes, my mistake there. It's Juan Manuel Correa going up to 4th place at the expense of Gavin Reichelt, who was 4th. Okay. Always been 3rd, my mistake. Just to clarify that, the driver who was DQ'd was Gavin Reichelt in 4th place. Ran, if you may remember, in 2nd for a long time. Didn't make the podium. Juan Manuel Correa finished 5th, goes up to 4th. Oliver Askew always was 3rd, always deserved his podium place, and well done to him. Well, he had some great battles throughout this event, and none more so than the battle that he had with the guy in 2nd place. Coming home in 2nd place in kart 94 was Thomas Issa. Thomas Issa finished only 1.5 seconds behind the champion, and that was a good effort by Thomas. So, Oliver Askew, 3rd place. Thomas Issa, 2nd place. But what do we say about the champion? Fastest in qualifying, 1st in all of the heats in the wet and the dry, 1st in the pre-final. I have mentioned on the commentary on the internet TV, I last saw him 3 weeks ago in England. He had some misfortune. He had to start last in the last race of the day, 34th. He drove through to 5th. That's how good he is against European competition. Here in the United States, the very worthy junior champion for 2012 is Santino Ferrucci. So, professional photography by Ken Johnson, although he does sometimes get in front of the television camera. But if you want any personal photos, please do step forward. You're very welcome. Oh. Do you like dark humor, folks? Mr. Rob Howden just given me a tip that Mr. Ken Johnson will be going to the World Finals in Portugal, but will not be driving a rental car on this occasion. Okay, Troy will now make the presentation. Juan Manuel Correa, is he here? I didn't see him when I called the name before. Not sure if Juan Manuel is here. Well, I think it's a notional presentation to Juan Manuel. So let's go now with the guys 3rd, 2nd, and the champion. I understand. Team USA member, $2,000. Team USA member, $2,000. Team USA member, $2,000. And the trophies. And the rest of what we've got. Your 3rd place driver, Oliver Askew. Your 2nd place driver, Thomas Issa. And your champion, Santino Ferrucci. Well done, guys. Well done. Once again, is there anybody who represents Juan Manuel Correa? I don't think he's here. Well, I'm pretty sure he's not. Okay, we'll talk with Santino. Well, there's a lot of clobber that's got to be moved before we can talk with Santino. You're proud. As well you deserve to be, mate. As well you deserve to be. Well, I'm going to ask the question publicly, which I asked you privately, which I'm going to use in my column in the karting magazine in Europe. Do you feel that your time in Europe, including those strokes of misfortune, have helped you in your racing here in the USA?
Definitely. It just helps to focus on a different country, to learn their driving style, their aggressiveness, and how competitive they are. And I honestly wouldn't be here without my sponsors, my dad, Chris at OVRP, Chris in New York, and Alpine Stars. So, I mean, I'm just very thankful that I'm here and I'm where I'm at right now.
Just tell us this. I asked this same question to Johnny Blair in Masters, who won the event by a huge margin. You were just 1.5 seconds in front of Thomas, but you'd pretty much dominated the event throughout. Is it easy to hold concentration and focus when you're winning races by big margins, or when you're in front for a long time?
When you're on front for a long time, it's hard to always hit your breaking point because you start to lose focus on what you're doing, and it's just important to try and be consistent and run the same lap times, especially when you've just come from driving in the rain. I mean, I made a couple mistakes on the track and my braking points thinking I was still in the rain. So, I mean, still, it's definitely hard when you're out front and alone for that period of time. So,
well, Santino, I'm going to be a little bit unkind to you now. I'm going to ask you a difficult question. You're the USA champion. You'll be representing Team USA in the Worlds. What will be your realistic goal? I know what your dream is. What's your realistic goal when you get to the Worlds?
My realistic goal is to come in top 5, and I just really want to represent America in a great way of finishing on the podium. So that's my realistic goal. Hopefully I can achieve it.
I'm going to tell you something. As a journalist worldwide, I reckon you're good enough for that. So let's meet you not in the top 5, but on the podium. How's that?
Sounds great.
Santino Ferrucci. Well done.
Great job. I'll take this right here. Is that the one? Is that the right one?